Hello and welcome to the Big Five Live, right here in Dubai. Today and this year sees the launch of the Women in Construction seminars, and I'm very pleased to be joined now by one of the major sponsors behind this. From MottMcDonald, I have Chris Seymour. Welcome to the Big Five Live.
Welcome to you as well. Thank you very much for having me here.
Now, some fantastic panel sessions taking place as we speak now, which is why we're talking to you. And you know, women in construction, a lot of people would say, is this possible? But it's something that needs to change in the industry, isn't it? And you're right behind that.
Absolutely, and I think it's one of these things that's it's really important because the industry for some reason has consciously made a decision to only consider one part of the segment of the talent, and then in a business this makes no sense. So for us to make sure that we can address that whole talent pool, we have to make sure that we start addressing women. Now, to do that, we have to actually create some opposite bias to really welcome women into our business. I think for us, however, it's quite easy to change ourselves, and we've made a conscious effort to do that. But that's probably not good enough, and it doesn't stop there. We've got to help trying to change the market, and that's harder. For us, really, that starts with education. We've got to encourage colleges as feeders to our business to get women into those engineering skills. They get into college, they learn those talents, and then they come out into the market, and then we can work with them. So that's really one of our fundamentals too, and that's quite hard.
And as you say, it's a difficult process because it has to start from the grassroots up. Has there been any pushback from like-minded companies like you in the sector?
I wouldn't say there's any. There's been no pushback, and I think honestly the sector has been quite open to it. But I think there's one thing about being open, and one thing to actually make that positive push, which we're finding we're doing, and we're needing to do it. And honestly, we find that high performing teams usually come from cross-culture, cross-gender teams. That's what we see, and we need high-performing teams in our business, as do our clients. So again, it makes absolute sense for women to be a substantial part of our business, and you know, I think we're pushing that in the right direction. However, we have to accept that this industry is quite well behind other industries. There's only 13% of the construction industry worldwide that is women, which is way behind. And we've got to shape up, you know. And so now is time to do it, and that's why we're really moving ahead with it.
Chris Seymour, it's good to see MottMcDonald at the front. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for having me. Thank you.
Okay, now for the latest, of course, everything from the Women in Construction seminars taking place. You'll find all that, the news and reports from that, on our social media channels and at thebig5.ae.